Okay, here I'm rolling along. I'm on FSD. I turn a left turn signal to indicate I want to switch lanes. Okay, that's interesting. Try it again. Ah, now he switches. Okay, I don't know. Come on, man. When the inside lane's open and I turn my left turn signal, that means I kind of want to go to the inside lane. Not that I want to go down the outside lane with my left turn signal flashing. Come on, dude. All right, later. All right, going to come up on one of these cutouts. Come on, baby. It's just a little bit more. So around some of these curves, FSD's having to slow down to 49 miles per hour. Now, the sun is shining, but it's not directly on the camera, I don't think. But we're going to come into one of these cutouts, let these two vehicles go by me. Come on. But you can tell by the way he's reacting, it's like, oh, there, I'm going to run into a car. No, you're going around a curve, and it just happens that the car is right in front of you, but you're about to turn. And you don't have the braveness, if you want to call it that, the courage to say that you're going to stay in your lane. So actually I've set my speed up to 57 just to help to encourage him to go somewhere close to the speed limit. The way he's going right now, he's not going to do it. It's 52. Okay, whatever, peace and harmony. And yes, so it's going to start opening up now. Maybe he'll be better suited to maintain speed now. Okay. There's another turnout. Oh, I should be saying turnout. That's what the name is. Okay. So I'll catch you in a little bit, or hopefully it'll be in about 30 minutes, but we'll see. So yes, I mean, I'm always like, how can I plan this trip so I'll at least get some kind of break? Well, that was more about getting gas. But I mean, a 6-7 hour drive, was it that far? I guess it was back when it was 55? I don't remember anymore. Anyway, it's about a maybe 6+ hours. That's a lot. And there were times coming through the King Ranch where I'd be somebody tapped me on the shoulder and said, I'll take over now, you're falling asleep. And I have to go like, oh, yeah, okay, you're right. I guess I was. Okay. Anyway. Going through Marble Falls, no problemos. Actually, it handled the getting over to make the turn on the 1431. Did that pretty well. That was good. Okay, so I'll check in with you later. What do we have up here? We got some guys working on side road. So one of those Scorpion trucks with his things down saying he's part of a work convoy. Are we picking up trash? I guess, and the guys picking up trash are like, well, we'll get a truck eventually. Oh, great. Okay. So the car in front of this Kia in front of me, he's one of the people who passed me when I pulled over in the pull out. That was wondering why I was catching up to him. Be prepared to stop, because we're oh, they're picking up the signs. And so we're going to do this all the way into Marble Falls? You can't be serious. They're stopping at every sign. Yep, that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to come to a complete stop. We're going to sit here looking at him. And there's another sign just a little bit further down the road. You gotta be kidding me. You think you could pull over and let all the cars go by once they pick up their stuff. But no, you can't do that, can you? It's not like we're following a convoy. Yep, they're pulling over. They're going to pick up this sign. We'll sit around looking at it first. Don't pick it up right away. Well, let's make the girl do all the work. Seriously. I mean, as little traffic as goes by on here, it seems like you might pull over once in a while. Just let the cars go by. They're gonna stop, pick up that cone too. Oh, they talked to him. Mr. Work Convoy is pulling over. Okay. Well, at least pulled over there. They sure took a long time to figure it out. Oh, and here's what they did. Why are they picking up signs? They're gonna have to come back and paint it. Right? Oh. This Toyota has a FSD in it. Oh, we have some more trucks and stuff down here. Okie dokie. So they just paved it, is what they're saying. So there's been a sign up for like a week and a half, 2 weeks, saying we're going to do some road work ahead. I guess they finally did it. And now we got a bunch of gravel. Yeah, that's great. Maybe you guys can hear it. Ha! Bunch of gravel hitting at the bottom of my car. Okay. So that's what they're up to all this time. Oh, I got 4.6 miles. Alright, so I think we're about 2 miles out from where I was going to turn you on before. So let's leave you on. This guy has a tire torn up. No, here's where the sign says going to start road work. Road work begins soon. So they did that back there and they didn't have a sign up. Somebody took down that sign. They put up this sign, begin work zone. Well, if all you guys are back there, who's up here? Oh, I was kind of curious, huh? School zone, but not active. In school zone. Okay. Okay, so it's 2.9 miles to the intersection. What? Oh, come on! Sorry. Apparently that stop sign, I think you probably saw it. I mean, I didn't look at the display in time to see it, but apparently that stop sign was for us. Now, not really, but FSD interpreted it that way. That's one of the problems with the vision-only system is he has to interpret the angle of the stop sign to the road and make a decision based upon that. If he knew there was a road coming out there and that stop sign was for it, maybe he wouldn't throw on the brakes like that. Whatever, peace and harmony, right? It's like the stop sign over Highland Lake Boulevard. It's for Highland Lake Boulevard. All the human drivers know it. Even if you brought somebody in from way out of town, they'd probably still know it. But FSC has no clue. Okay, flashing yellows. No problemos. 45 zone. Manzano mile. It bends around a little bit, that's why it's a mile, I guess. Goes down to high school, is that right? I forgot. Okay,
In
we're going to stay right up here.
Turn right onto US Highway 281.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Of course, speed zone's 45. That's why the cars that were, oh, I'll go really fast. Well, they're not going so fast anymore. Because now we're in city limits. More proper. Yeah. So it looks like OpaRay, for whatever reason, he's not as able to pick up my hands on the steering wheel. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just I'm not pushing on it hard enough, or if it's just not as sensitive to it. Oh, come on, 4Runner. You can stay in your lane. Whoa. Ah! He stopped. So I'm guessing he reacted to that pickup stop there. Threw on a little brake. But not to the Viking truck here. How odd. For sale. Looks like an off-road camper. Well, that's an interesting looking temp tag. I'm pretty sure it's a temp tag. I mean, it looks semi-legal. Like they shrunk it down, maybe? But why would you shrink it down? Because it fits. So a temp tag in Texas is more or less the same size as a regular metal plate, but it has a bunch of white border on it. This one looks like it's been shrunk down to fit. I don't know why you would shrink it down, actually. Is somebody cheating? I remember the one security guy with DMV. Oh, he loved to go out with law enforcement to visit places that did this.
Now turn right onto US Highway 281.
I'm not saying this guy has done anything illegal, it's just odd looking. Where's the temp tag I got from Tesla when I bought my car? Actually from Collin County, is that where it was? Wait, Collin County is, no, he's McLennan County. No, so Attorney General Paxton, if I remember right, he's from Collin County. Maybe that's why they feel safe doing things that other counties might be proper. Right? I mean, Tesla doesn't have a dealership. Creeping forward for visibility. Oh, he's going. Okay, apparently that lane turning left there got the green light. That's when he decided to go, I guess. Okay, left turn signal on. Let's see if he'll go left. He's kind of doing, but he's also scared of it. Oh, I'm scared of him. Will we change lanes? Oh, yeah, the light's way up there, dude. Going up to the stop line. That's much better. So I don't know why you had to stop there in the middle of the road. These people apparently going to cross the road, but who knows when they're going to do it. I would have thought they'd go with this. But it says stop. Okay. Does that mean when it's my turn to get a green light, they're going to go? Oh, they're going to cross on the stop hand. Oh. It's a good thing they went, because now we had the green. So when were they going to get the go symbol for walking? Okay, we're in 35 zone. Are we really? And we're going to hit a 45. And we got what? 1 mile to go? 0.8 miles. Yes, he's turning into his own lane. It's okay. And what I see today, oh, somebody was getting 1.4.7.2? 1? I forgot the number. But they've added another number into it, indicating it's a relatively, really minor change. Although you already have 3 levels of numbers, it doesn't seem like it'd be a big deal to make it 11.4.8. I mean, when I start doing things like that, that means somebody's ego is tied up in it. At least from my perspective. And when we were doing software releases, yeah, we went through some of that. I said, it's just a number. Yes, but we said blah, 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 was going to be the release that does this. Said, okay, fine. So then we did the same kind of thing, where we added a 4th number. You know, like, okay. We may not want to go too fast here. Finally threw on some brakes, but it was like, the car in front of us had his brake lights on for a while. And usually Tesla reacts real quickly when it's just brake lights. Okay, we are going to get over soon. 1,000 feet. 0.1 miles over here where this pickup is. Any chance you might want to join this line of cars? Yeah, get over. Get over.
Now turn left.
Oh my goodness. What took so long to figure that out? Peace and harmony, I'm sorry. sometimes it's really hard to have patience with with FSD. Some things he does so well. Any chance? Go, 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 go! Okay, brake on, FSD off. That's okay. You couldn't handle the turn. I get it. Do you want to take an hour to see what's up the road? Okay. And the gas price today is $3.17, so the prices are down.
Then turn right.
Well, how would I just go here? What's that? Ray, you're disturbing me. You're disturbing my sensibilities. All right, here we are, Walmart. Yay! Okay, welcome to Walmart here in Marble Falls. 34 miles, 49 minutes, 244 watt hours per mile. All right, well, let me be fair to you guys. For some reason, there was a spike of energy as I was leaving. So I reset current drive and trip. So it took away that 600 watt hours per mile kick it gave me. So we use 8 kilowatt hours. All right, so for some reason, OpaRay, he likes to grab those stop signs, right? So when we go by Highland Lake Boulevard, yes, FSD reaches out and grabs that stop sign. I don't know why. It's just the way it is. You know, what can you do? So Loman Ford, other than for some reason, I mean, the sun, what time is it? It's 2:55. I wanted to say the sun's directly above me, but obviously it's not. But it's not low in the sky, and yet it seems to be causing the car some vision problems. That's what I would guess is going on here. So is he trying to figure out how to drive his truck? He's looking at me. Sorry, this truck's looking at me like, how come he's parked like this? So I'm parked going the wrong way out of the parking space because I went across the other side of the two spaces. But I'm way out by myself, not way out, but kind of out by myself. So his truck's, he's staring at me. What's he doing? And then look what he does the same thing. So whatever. Okay. Yeah, squirrel. Thank you, Michelle. So anyway, coming up. So there's a few places where cars, FSD's having some kind of issue with seeing vehicles right in front of them. Right, we're about to turn right on the curve. Those cars are coming around the curve, and so they are right in front of us. That is true. I would have thought the sun would not be a problem at this time of day. I mean, I thought it was more a problem later in the afternoon. But what do I know? I mean, it is what it is. So it's been having some of those issues. Okay. So coming up Loman Ford, where we go from 1 lane to 2 lanes, I ways that because sometimes FSD has a real problem if you signal when the lane hadn't opened up yet. You go, I'll show you. I'll just run off the road. Why do you do that? That's dumb. Okay, so I wait, split second, whatever it is, signal that I want to switch over. So I'm running down the outside lane with my left turn signal on for almost a mile. You gotta be kidding me. Well, and so to be fair to FSD, because you never know what personality you're going to get, I turn the turn signal off, and then I turn signal back on. He goes, oh yeah, I'll move left for you. I go, what? Wait, what? What happened to all that time when you said you couldn't move left because there was a lane open next to you? And all of a sudden now you can? What? I don't know. You know, I don't want to get into a rant here, but let me just say, I don't quite get how robotaxi is going to work. I know I have confidence that eventually FSD is going to be great, and maybe that's why you hear the, oh well, 2 years. I thought maybe it was because they're waiting for the compact car, but maybe it is something else, or maybe they want to make sure that hardware 5 gets distributed first. I'm having a hard time figuring this part out, and yet they say that hardware 3 cars can participate in robotaxi. Right? Elon's already said that. So both my Model 3 and my Model Y will be eligible to participate. Now, I don't think he came out and said, well, you guys that privately own your cars, you can participate. I don't know if he said that. I mean, he may be going back and saying, well, you know, the used cars that we have, we're going to put them into robo-taxis. I don't know. That part's not clear at all. And I don't think they're ready to say anything about it until they get closer, until they get to that threshold. Let me put it that way. Okay, anyway, so he had a problem switching to the inside lane. We did it. We went down Loman Ford for a ways with that left turn signal on. It's confusing and annoying to all the traffic around me. That's part of the reason why I turned it off. I was about to hit the brake FSD off. Brake on FSD off, switch lanes. Let me do it for you since you can't do it. Right? Can't even make a simple lane change to the inside lane. And your navigation's telling you you're going to be making a left turn up ahead. So navigation's saying you have to move. FSD don't want to do it. But whatever. Peace and harmony. Alright, so the flashing yellow at Barkay Ranch Road. He slowed down initially. I didn't see the message pop up indicating he's stopping for a traffic light. So maybe it's the due caution thing. Although slowing down almost 10 miles an hour is not expressing due caution. Whatever. Peace and harmony. If you can tell the difference between a flashing yellow and a traffic light, we're making some progress. Right? I mean, it is what it is. All right, so as we're as 1431 goes from 4 lanes down to 2, or 4 lanes plus a turn lane down to 2 lanes, we start getting more curvy. I don't know why in Lago Vista we can't address that problem, but Lago Vista is going to be behind the curve in traffic management for years, right? They already have far more people than they anticipated, I think. And there's a lot of open lots waiting to be built. So, you know, a long time ago, like I guess my father bought land there when they opened. I guess that's what happened. Because he had property out there. Oh my goodness, if only I'd said, yes, I'll buy your property. Whatever. I don't know. Peace and harmony. When I first bought the first property I bought it for $3,500, something like that. Gosh, that's what? 5 years ago. It turns out you couldn't really get utilities down to it. Oh my goodness. They're going to want over $100,000 just to run the water down. Okay. Anyway, whatever. I'm getting off track. I'm sorry. So anyway, from the point that we go down to 2 lanes until we make the Wildlife Refuge Bird Center headquarters, and I didn't realize how short it was. It's only like 3 or 4 miles. But so it's curving back and forth, and so FSD has a hard time with those curves. In fact, when the Fit 5 zone, he's slowing down to 49 miles an hour. Pretty consistently, he's slowing down to 49 miles an hour. You can't be serious. Right? You can't be serious about this. Come on. Okay, whatever. And the cars behind me are going, oh, what's going on with him? Actually, I think there's just one. No, there was just one car behind me at that time, and I think he kind of backed off because he wasn't sure what was going on. Yes, I probably need one of those FSD stickers on my bumper, or a magnet, right? I'm not driving FSD, yes. I mean, on this car, on OpaRay, I've only subscribed to it. My intention is to take it back off after I make my trip. But I want to make the trip with FSD, right? I mean, I want to do that. Why not? Anyway, moving on. So normally I set my speed to +1 because that becomes the actual speed. But in this case, I set the speed up +2 to try to encourage FSD to at least go a little faster, which works sometimes, sometimes it doesn't. So whatever, peace and harmony, it's okay. But yeah, it is what it is. Strangely enough, as we get close to Marble Falls, we come across a convoy truck, one of those Scorpion ones with the convoy ahead thing on the back. I go, okay, fine. Except I don't see any convoy in front of him. One of the cars that passed me when I did the turnout, he's there in front of me. And what? Oh, he got caught up behind the convoy truck. Now, what's the convoy doing? They have a flatbed truck who's picking up construction signs. And as I get closer, I see, oh, they've put some pavement down on the road. Okay, that sounds good, I guess. Except they're only going a short distance picking up a sign, then they're going another short distance picking up a sign, and the convoy truck stays out in the road, blocking the road the whole time. Right? What he probably should do is, once they start, because they're staying on the shoulder the whole time. It's only the convoy truck who's staying out in the traffic. As soon as they start, he should move over, let all the cars go by. Now the work truck wait until the convoy truck gets back out in the road, blocking traffic. But no, what they do is they let us sit there behind this traffic, this convoy truck. Oh, how weird. The pickup who pulled in, he's leaving now. Okay. Did he have a chance to even go inside? Okay, I don't know. Maybe I've been here long enough. All right. So anyway, it's kind of annoying. Eventually, they're going to pick up some cones that are far off the road, so they don't have to be working near the road. So the convoy truck pulls in behind them and lets the cars go by. Man, FSD accelerated pretty good there. Yeah, so I'm getting so tired of FSD accelerating slow. He didn't accelerate slow, he went. Okay. Coming up into Marble Falls, where we split into 4 lanes and a turn lane, actually. FSD stays in the outside lane. That's good. Handles all the lights. So we pull up to the 281. So we're going to do right turn on 281. There's a truck in front of us. That truck eventually does turn. He's turned right. So eventually he turns right and he leaves. And so we come up to the stop line. Good. Then we creep forward for visibility. And about the time I'm looking left, FSD says we're going. And he's suddenly going. Okay, it's fine. I mean, as it turns out, the southbound traffic just got their left turn lane, so good time to go. Although I assumed that he was looking at traffic that stopped, and that's what gave him permission to go. But either way, that's good. we're coming up on 281. I use left turn signal to move the car over into the inside lane, and FSD allows that. As we're driving along, there's always a mix of traffic here. I mean, some people go slow, some people are flying up the road. You're never quite sure what you're going to get. And that's just normal stuff here. So what I want to say about, so as we're approaching the spot where we need to get in the turn lane to turn into Walmart, FSD is kind of flying up, not flying, but he's coming up on a little bit fast. And finally he realizes he needs to get over because there's cars build up in the turn lane. Yes, you do. You need to slow down right now and move over right now. Okay. Well, he manages to move over right now, but he kind of leaves his tail out late. No, get your tail in. You need to unblock the lane. Come on, man. Whatever. So it handles it. But when it comes time, the car in front of us turns left. I can see that there's space to go right away, but if you wait, there won't be. FSD doesn't want to go. Brake on, FSD off. Human driver handles it. Okay. It's just what it is. I did not want to wait. Okay, not really FSD's fault. So there you go. As far as the flashing yellow goes, I think it did it more or less correctly. It didn't stop. It just kind of was working on stopping. Okay, but we'll see when we come back, because we'll go right back through the same place. And look, it's 3:11. Oh my goodness. Is it possible? I think the middle school zone will still be active by the time we come back. And definitely, I don't know if it's definite. I think there's a chance a high school might be active as well. We'll have to see. Okay, onward, upward. Time to go shopping. Hey guys, welcome back. Oh, yeah, you want to navigate someplace, right? Why are we going to go anyplace, man? "46 minutes, 34 miles. Zoom, 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 zoom. Stop.
Now turn right onto US Highway 281.
Yes, I may not have matched Elon's definition of a complete stop. Oh, in this case, the old's on, so I don't know. Man, yeah, I did kind of California roll that. Or did a California stop? I don't know which way you're supposed to say it. What's that? Oh, Ray, you don't have FSD on. Yeah, there you go. FSD's on. I'm already in the inside lane. And I guess I turned on early enough that he was able to manage the stopping. Unlike some of the recent experiences where maybe I just pushed, or I didn't leave enough time for FSD to settle down. Whoa, surging, okay. Oh, okay. What? Speed limit's 50 here? Well, I don't think these two in front of you know that. Oh, well, we're going 50. Okay. What's that? Relax, Ray. It's all good. What temperature is it? It says 97. There's 35. So we slow down from 50 to 35? Wow, that seems kind of extreme. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Farm to Market 1431.
Let's try not to worry too much about this 150, huh? Okay. There you go. Beautiful, beautiful. Was it too early? Yes, it was too early. Might be a green arrow down there.
Now turn left onto Farm to Market 1431.
Okay, I did use just... Oh, yeah. I'd use just a touch of accelerator to get him going again. I come around that corner there with that truck, and the truck was behind his stop line, at least more or less. And FSD had to make a sudden right move to avoid hitting it. That's what I say every time. You know, if only you just made a smooth arcing turn, you wouldn't have to cut in close to anybody. But whatever. You know, it is what it is. Wow, looks like somebody went for a wild ride there or something. Where's the police when you need them? And what was that? What? Where was? Somebody said it. Yeah, I've forgotten where I saw it. It was in a YouTube video, I'm pretty sure. But it was talking about the most stolen cars. That's probably now you know. So, the most stolen car, I think, was a Dodge Hellcat. Somebody's going somewhere fast, huh? Well, I have to get to that red light up there. Yes. Oh. But I'm the boss because I got there first. Of course, it's a Ram. Anyway, the most stolen car was something like a Dodge Hellcat. And the second most stolen car was a related car, Dodge. So anyway, what the real message they were saying was the least stolen car. What's that? It's a car that has tracking built into it already. It's a car that already has video recording built into it already. Every model, not just some. Although some of the early Model S's, yes, you're right. But let's say from 2017, 2018, every one of those cars has a Sentry system, has cameras, you can track where the car is. It's Tesla Model Y. Followed closely by Tesla Model 3. Both of those in the long-range variants. Although there was later on it said Tesla Model 3 with no variant. Maybe that's rear-wheel drive. I don't know. So here you go. What car is the safest in a crash? Let's put it that way. The safest car in a crash is a Tesla. The safest car in emergency situations, Tesla. The least stolen car, Tesla. The best energy use, oh, maybe some of you might argue that, but the car with the best energy use, Tesla. Right? I mean, from an EV perspective. I won't get into the gasoline argument with you guys who, oh, but my gasoline car is so much better because I can go 1,000 miles. Okay. I remember one of my friends, I was talking with her. He said, well, no, the car has to be able to go 500 miles. Okay. My station wagon couldn't do 500 miles, and it runs on diesel. Right? Now, could I do 500 miles total trip? Yes, I could. And I think it would get around 400 miles on a tank if I was pushing it that hard. But is that really the point? It was to her. The point to me was, no, I need that brake at Buc-ee's. I do. I need a human brake. Regardless of how far the car could go without me doing anything, I would need a brake. And actually, when I'm traveling by myself, I try to plan a brake once an hour. Now, with Tesla, it can go an hour and a half, something like that, before you reasonably have to stop for another charge. I mean, it could go further. Just, I kind of want to brake myself. Okay, anyway, I'm getting off the point. I'm getting off the track. The main point I'm making here is, if you're looking to buy a new car, except for the argument, but I know gas. I like breathing in carcinogenic fumes and things like that. It makes me feel so much better. Other than that argument, I don't know why you would buy anything but a Tesla. Oh, what's that? Yes, I did, didn't I? Okay. So, if you're going on a trip, let's say it's more than 100 miles from home, chances are you might want to charge somewhere. So if you have a Tesla, you have the supercharger network. And if you've taken the trouble to go look through my videos, you'll find that there was a interview with Mr. Ray. His favorite feature of having a Tesla was the supercharger network. That's not even part of the car. But because of the supercharger network, I have pretty complete freedom to travel. Now, are there places I can't really make it? Yes. But I mean, Tesla's working on filling out the supercharger network. I mean, if you were to ask me if I go to San Angelo and back to Lago Vista, I would have to say maybe not. With a day spent in San Angelo, let's say, no, I couldn't do that. And again, if I spent a day in San Angelo, if I could find some 110 volt outlet, I could plug in and add more energy back into my car. That's no problem. What's that? Oh, you can't do that with your gas car? Well, surely you can carry around extra cans of gas, right? I mean, if you knew that you would need the extra range, that's what you would do. On the other hand, if you're going through King's Ranch, which I've done many times in my lifetime, I would stop in Robstown or Refugio and fill up. I mean, it's a good halfway point. Hey guys, how you doing? I think I'm coming up on one of the pullouts that Tesla automatically went into last time. So we'll get up for that. Woo! Yeah. Oh, we got a school bus. Okay. Cool. So see, the school bus pulled over in the pullout. so we could go by. Well, actually pulled over for all the other cars, but they waited for me to go by too. So we're not going to pull out. But maybe Tesla would have got some video. Of course, this isn't a school bus, so he may not interpret it that way. But that's what those pullouts are for. If your vehicle is a slower moving vehicle, you're supposed to pull over. Where am I at? 6.7 miles to go yet. Yeah, welcome to Cow Creek. So a while back we had that the lake got really full and the water came over the bridge back there. So some law enforcement guy was down there checking on the cones, make sure the cones are still there. Well, he got so focused on why he couldn't see the cones, he didn't notice that, gee whiz, there's water on the road. And I'm guessing he couldn't see the bridge at all. So, yes, at the time I was driving a school bus for Lago Vista, and we heard the fire department take off. Whatever, a bunch of sirens. And it turns out they were coming down here. Okay. Well, you didn't handle that cutout smoothly, or pull out smoothly. I'm sorry, I guess I was a bit nervous about it. So I admit I turned the wheel. Oh, and it went away. Okay. Don't know if we got the whole thing. Alright, so Tesla pulled out into the pullout, and then we just went by the wildlife headquarters. So Tesla pulled into the pullout, except it felt like he was going kind of fast. And he never did slow down. Now the point of pulling into the pullout is you got fast traffic behind you and you need to make room for him. But he was kind of slow about everything. So actually it's still pretty clear up here. What are we, 4.4 miles? So what does that mean? It's like 3 miles? So it's roughly around 3 miles, so to speak. Wait, this is part of the wildlife refuge. Why did they trim back trees here? So it's not even 3 miles. Is it like 2 miles? So I'll tell you that when you're driving the school bus, you're coming back from football games, stuff like that. So it's actually within the city that it's bad. Is that what that is? We're at 48 right now. Not that I would think this is anything bad. Obviously FSD feels like it's hard to trust the road being there. But if we're only looking at 2 miles, it seems like we could come in here because there's plenty of space on both sides. We could come in and make this 4-lane at this point. Not there's much point not going just that far. I think if we went 4-lane, they could at least smooth out some things. What's that? Why are we turning? Oh, you're being stupid. Okay, I'll buy that. You probably were being stupid. Even this part seems like it has reasonable visibility. I mean, the only problem at this moment is this Hyundai in front of us, who's, I guess, driving as hard as he possibly can. Oh, look out! Oh. Sorry. Yes. Ray, be nice. Canyonlands National. It's a national wildlife refuge. No, not time to do that yet. You know what? Coming back, it doesn't look all that narrow. Now it does look like somebody's been cleaning up some of the brush. You're just an accident waiting to happen. Did you know you're going to go this slow when you pulled out? You probably should have waited for me to go by. 40. Oh my goodness. So even if we straightened out this section.
Onto Lomans Ford Road.
1 mile to go? Okay, fine, thank you. Let me turn you off for just a second. Okay, welcome back. I was just taking a timestamp. Yep, we have an active school zone. Okay, so what impact is that school zone going to have? None whatsoever. Oh, we're down to 31 now. Oh my goodness. Why? Why? Because you're going to turn here? No, no turn signals. Kind of late to be going to elementary school. Oh, right. We're in the school zone. Sorry. What time is it? 4:17. I think we're a little too early for the high school. What? No, it was 4:30. 4:35. But we'll be going by there pretty soon.
Now turn right onto Lomans Ford Road.
Lomans Ford. The sign up there says Loman Ford. Oh yeah. Come on! You know you're going slower than me. Ding, 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 ding. Ah! Let's not have an accident with this Hyundai, huh? FSD wants to know why I interrupted him. You know, just because the car's moving slow doesn't mean you should assume that you can just turn off in front of it. And now, look, oh, yeah. What's that? He can go 45 now. What? In the 55 zone, you were doing 40. And all of a sudden you have speed. I don't know. But I guess that's the way it is with some people, isn't it? What's that, Elon? Yes, when you made me pull the wheel to avoid hitting that little gray Hyundai, who up until the time I passed him was going really slow. How slow was he going, Ray? He was doing what, 45, 40 in the 55 zone. He was doing 30 in a 50 zone. A bit slow. Now, if I had let FSD do what he wanted to do, we would have went inside lane, went by him when it came out to be 4 lanes. Oh, what do you know? I wonder where what was he doing out that way? Oh, he came to pick up his kid, maybe? Could be, who knows? So he turned into the daycare here. What is it? The academy. Is it the Lago Vista Academy? Sorry, in school bus land we just called it academy, or the academy. Come on. Oh, thank you. It's 4:21. I think I'm gonna arrive just a bit early.
In 1 mile, turn right onto Boggy Ford Road.
Yes, yes. Who are you going to have driving when we get there? Oh, the school zone is active. Let's see what we get. Okay, so at 4:22, yes, the school zone was active. And no, FSD did not respect it. FSD back on. Put your hands on the wheel. My hands have been on the wheel. Review your camera footage. You'll see that my hands were on the wheel. Okay, whatever. So, who's going to drive today?
Now turn right onto
We're lining up.
Road.
We're lining up. We're driving in it fairly smoothly. We're slowing down a bit too much, but smoothly. Whoa, whoa. Oh, he didn't want to hit the dip. Okay. And we got Pokey to accelerate. Yay! Come on, Pokey. Foot on the accelerator, gets the car up to speed. Come on. Why is this car right behind me? Oh. Now, that truck wasn't even in our side of direct line. Or direct line of sight. He was off to the left. No reason to slow down for him. At least I wouldn't think so. But then again, what do I know?
In 1,000 feet, bear right to stay on Boggy Ford Road.
How about I do go straight on Boggy Ford? Oh. I guess the problem is I'm looking right at Highland Lake Boulevard, right? So if I went straight, I'd be on
now
Highland Lake
bear
Boulevard.
right to stay on Boggy Ford Road.
What? 1, 2, 3? Three beeps. 3 clicks. He threw out 1, then took it off. Then he threw in 2 more. Because it felt like that Honda Civic behind me was going to go like, oh, well, you lied. No, I was going this way the whole time. I'm following the line, so to speak. I wonder when whoever buys that house they're building there, how those people are going to feel about having the police park right in front of their house. Although they haven't been doing lately. But then again, it is school time, so maybe they're busy patrolling school zones. Well, I didn't see him at the high school. I didn't see him at the middle school. Well, the middle school, they also go down Barkay Ranch. And I think that's where the cops like to be. Down there by the active school zone for Barkay Ranch. Oh man, oh man. That's okay, I get it. Oh, aha. Oh, you treat buses the same way? It felt like he was trying to do the scooch over, except he was in the middle of a turn, so he didn't quite know how to calculate that. Well, it was obviously a contractor truck or van. But I mean, he's rolling at, well, he was rolling at 33. He's bumped it back up to 38. Okay. Is this guy going to show up? Oh, that's barely. So the Amazon guy was standing in the driveway on the other side of the road. And as I'm passing by, that's when he walked across. But whatever, peace and harmony, it's all good.
In 500 feet, turn left onto American Drive.
Oh, don't have an exit.
Now turn left onto American Drive.
Turn left. No cars coming up the road. No cars coming through here. And so, since there's no cars, we cut across the corner.
In 500 feet,
Well, a fair
turn
amount,
left onto
actually.
Santa Rosa Avenue.
So is it if there's a car waiting for us?
Now
That's
turn left onto
when
Santa
you cut it
Rosa
out.
Avenue.
But I mean, there have been times he makes nice, smooth turns there, with plenty of room. And there's so little traffic here, it seems like you wouldn't really need to. Right? I mean, that's what this road is the chance to come across anybody is slim. I mean, there are people living here, yes. I do too. Okay, whatever. Time to go, right? Yes, sir. All right, hey guys, how's it going? So here we are back at home. 35 miles, 44 minutes, 237 watt hours per mile somehow. That must be a lot closer in, because I think the average energy was much higher further out. Okay, whatever. That's good. All right, so coming out of Walmart, because I was impatient, I didn't get FSD turned on, so sorry. Yeah, that's my fault. Actually, we were half the way down to 1431 before I turned on FSD again. Okay, whatever. Actually, FSD was on when we switched from 50 to 35 mile per hour speed zone. I'm still kind of shocked that there's such a difference. But whatever. I mean, it is what it is. So as we start rolling up on the 1431 intersection, there's actually a little road that comes out down there, and So there's a cut across the lanes for cars to come out of there. And so FSD is basically turning way too early, I would think. But whatever, I mean, there was no car there, and I think any car that knows this area would not come out at that time. Now, I don't know what time they would come out. I mean, it has to be plenty of traffic. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. It's okay. It's all right. So anyway, the point is just after their cut is, I guess that opening is also where you're supposed to get over to turn on to 1431, but FSD gets over like 15 feet earlier or something like that, which makes sense to me. I mean, you want to get over. So I'm just trying to say, it sounds like FSD is not exactly following the rules on that, preparing for that turn, but I think most people would do it that way. So it's fine. So coming up 1431, just before we go from 2 lanes to 1 lane, or 4 to 2, depending on how you look at it, there's a Dodge Ram pickup that comes up, or Ram pickup, whatever, I don't care. The key part is, I'm going at speed limit, and he comes flying by. Yeah. Okay, must be a kid, right? I'm late for football practice. The coach's going to suspend me. Well, if you were to cause an accident out on the highway because of your recklessness, would the coach suspend you then as well? Yeah. No, coach wants somebody who knows what they're doing. So you must be really good to be getting away with that. Anyway, whatever. Peace and harmony. A lot of the trip back to Lago Vista, I was the only car in my general area. I didn't have to pull over for anybody to go by. I didn't really see anybody for a long time. So that was good. So we're just driving along. So in the one cutout before we get to the Balcones Canyonlands Wildlife Refuge, whatever it is, National Wildlife Refuge, FSD pulls into the cutout. Now, there's nobody behind me forcing me to go into the cutout, so I really shouldn't be going there. But FSD chose to do it at that time. And actually, I think that might have been the one. I don't know. There was another time where FSD chose to go into it. I'm like, okay. And so as soon as he went into it, I braked because I had cars behind me. This time I didn't have any cars behind me. So it came into that cutout a little bit hot, and it didn't look like it had any intent for stopping when it was in the cutout. Of course, I mean, FSD would look at the camera and say it's clear, I'm ready to go. So anyway, because he came in kind of hot, it kind of threw me off, and so I had turned off FSD by turning the wheel. And then I managed to turn it back on, but then FSD, following his normal pattern, is going to wait for the lines at the end of the cutout to force him back left. Because that's what he does sometimes. So again, I'm turning the wheel because I don't want to run off the edge of the road. They don't give you much room past those paint lines. I don't know why. It seems like a questionable design, but they don't. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. So when he pulls out into that pullout, it's not with the intent of letting other cars go by. He pulls out into that pullout to make things interesting, if you want to call it that. I don't know. I don't think he has a reason to pull out there. Okay, whatever. It is what it is. The pulling into a cutout for faster traffic to go by is a very small edge case. It's not likely to happen. Although if you drive between here and Marble Falls and you're going to speed limit, you'll encounter it at some point during your trip. Guaranteed, practically. What? I don't know about 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know about that part. You got me there. But during daylight hours, almost certainly somebody's going to come up on you. Especially if you're doing 55 in the 55 zone there, somebody will come up on you. Okay? So, anyway, whatever. Peace and Army, that's fine. So when we come up on Lakeside, now this isn't an FSD thing, but it's there's a Hyundai that comes out of there, a small little car. Sorry, I didn't get close enough to see the name of it. I just know it's a small Hyundai, gray. Anyway, and it turns out it's a guy. He's going so slow. Now, he could have just waited for me to go by, and I would, relatively speaking, flying up the road. Whatever. I don't know. It is what it is, right? So anyway, I'm stuck behind this guy, and he's cruising along at a relatively low speed. We're in a 55 zone, and I'm the guy using FSD where FSD was going down to 49, 48 miles an hour when he didn't like the curve. Right? No, I'm not saying that I would do that on purpose, although driving the school bus, I would also slow down in some of those curves. But school bus is so big and hard to control. Anyway, whatever. So we follow him for a long ways, actually. So when 1431 eventually goes from 2 lanes to 4 lanes plus turn lane, FSD wants to go left, but I want to stay right because I can see that the school zone is active. Right? I want to see what FSD does. Okay. So, once again, not that I've gotten any software updates, so there's no reason to expect that it's changed, but FSD did not respect the school zone. Okay, brake on, FSD off. Stop the GoPro and then restart it. So I got a video of Lago Vista Middle School going eastbound 1431. FSD did not respect that traffic zone or active school zone. Oh my goodness. All right, so since I'm kind of stuck behind this Hyundai, when I get up to Lemon Ford, this is where he must suddenly woke up and said, "Oh, I gotta get there." Whatever happened, he goes to the inside lane. At first, I can't believe he went inside lane because he's going so slow. Okay, I switched to outside lane, put FSD back on. FSD, for some reason, decides to come in close to that car. Okay, brake on, FSD off, move away. No, I don't want to run into that car. But now that guy has woken up. When I finally get things back on track, I mean he stayed pretty much right there the whole time. I'm actually going faster than him. Not a surprise. For some reason, all of a sudden I can't leave him behind. I don't know what happened. So give it a little bit more juice and create some separation. In the meantime, there's the car that was behind me, and she is waiting for room to apparently move to the inside lane. So I move to the inside lane. Immediately that car follows me to the inside lane. And they're following me close. I don't know, whatever. Lady, I had to follow that Hyundai for a lot longer than you did. Come on, man. Give me some room here. Okay, whatever. It turns out, I guess the guy in the Hyundai is going to the Lago Vista Academy. Because the green arrow at Don Drive is on, and he zooms into the parking lot. Well, if you were in a rush to get there, why were you going so slow out in the 55 zone? Okay, whatever. It's human driver, right? Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. So we're working our way down to Lago Vista High School. So in southbound Loman Ford, the school zone is indeed active. FSD indeed did not take any action based upon the active school zone. Should have went to 35 miles an hour. The regular speed limit's 50. No action. Okay. So after that, part, we're going to turn on the buggy Ford. So at first, it feels like he's setting up fairly well for this right turn event. And then all of a sudden, last second, FSD realizes he's going to go into the dip. And so he makes a sudden sharp left and then comes back right. What? You didn't have to do that. You could have went through the dip. Should you go through the dip? No, it's not comfortable, but it won't hurt anything if you go through the dip. It's fine. Just do it. Okay, anyway. So he kind of freaks out about dip. And because he got freaked out, he stepped aside and then Pokey came up to accelerate. What did Pokey do? Yeah, let's go down this hill at max speed that I can press the accelerator at. Human driver puts on his foot on the accelerator. Let's get going. Let's get going. Come on, man. Okay. So, in a couple places, when pickups go by, FSD kind of shudders a little bit. When the school buses goes by, if we're going around a curve, it feels like FSD is trying to do the little scooch over thing, treat it like you do for semis. It looked like he was trying to do the same thing for the school bus, and so it was a little bit. The curve lacked smoothness, but whatever. It was fine. So where are we? So, Loman Ford, when we turn on American, he cuts that corner. There was nobody there. We were following a van that turned right. We're turning left. When he comes to that corner, he cuts the corner. From there on out, everything's fine. All right. So, were you counting? Not that it matters. It only takes one. Okay. Eastbound 1431 Lago Vista Middle School. Oops. What? No reaction to this active school zone. F. Southbound Loman Ford at Lago Vista High School. Active school zone. Any reaction? Nope. It's an F. So today's score is an F. So many things went well today, but you just can't get the active school zones right. Not that he's probably not actively working on it anyway. But I mean, you have this in thousands and thousands of cars. I can't be the only one going through an active school zone. Come on, man. Okay, anyway, score's enough.